What's up, guys? Welcome back. Now we got some really cool news to talk about today, and it looks like we might have a possible, I say possible, it's not confirmed. Of course, this is a rumor, and it looks kind of convincing, but of course it is a rumor until proven otherwise. But seeing how all the information going around about new Switch consoles coming from the Wall Street Journal, this may in fact actually have some truth behind it, but we may have just seen the first screenshot of what the new Nintendo Switch Lite variant could look like. Whoa. And later on in the video, I actually think that we may have some proof that this could be real when you see where this information came from. So first of all, this is coming from HanSunCN.com, and they are a online retailer that people have said are based in China. But we're going to get right into this Nintendo Switch Lite variant that they have on their website that they're selling cases for, basically shells to keep it protected. And apparently they sent out a partnership email to a user on Twitter saying that, hey, they're going to be selling Switch Mini accessories. And that's how this information kind of started getting spread. And I thought it was very interesting that this website would have Switch Mini accessories right around the time when the Wall Street Journal has been rumoring both a Switch Mini or Lite version and a Switch Pro version that are now in development and actually being moved out of China into Southeast Asia, with the original Nintendo Switch making 3 consoles being developed or produced currently in that region. So I was thinking maybe that was one reason why they were doing this. They were trying to get a jump on things and maybe just guessing as to what these Switch Mini shells would look like. But let's go ahead and discuss the design of this particular Switch model, this one photo that they posted along with a bunch of other photos. But this one photo in particular looks very much like what a real Nintendo Switch Lite model or handheld variant only basically are focusing on that would look like compared to the original model. The other pictures they had on their website were definitely mock-ups, and it was that same Switch Mini mock-up that's been used online across the internet, so that was definitely fake. But this other picture is brand new and was just posted, I believe, today on their website. And it looks, quite honestly, it looks real. Of course, I'm not going to say it's real because there's 3D printing that can be done, but the overall design of it is exactly what you would think a Switch Lite variant, one that's focusing on the handheld aspect first and foremost, would look like. So of course it is a single piece device, and it looks like it may be a little bit smaller. Looks like the bezels are trimmed down there a bit. It still has a USB-C adapter on the bottom, and it has 2 analog sticks, 4 face buttons, the X, Y, B, A buttons, and what's really interesting though is that this actually has a D-pad that is very noticeable here on the left side, and it looks like all the materials of the console itself have been redone, and it also looks thicker than the original Nintendo Switch, which would also lead into what was talked about for this variant as being more durable as far as it can withstand being dropped, taken outside, and just stronger against the elements that would lead to it being damaged. The current Nintendo Switch is a lot thinner, and parts of it have chipped in the back, for instance, over time and have warped. This console, again, if it is real, looks like a very solid piece of hardware. You can also tell that the home button itself also has changed. You can see it there, and the 2 analog sticks also are different as well. If you look closely there, you can see that there's like a little indentation nub that comes up, and I'll be honest with you, that looks more comfortable than what the current Nintendo Switch has on the Joy-Cons at least. And maybe, like I said, if this is true, but again, this looks good, like I'm saying, maybe you can also press down on that indentation as well, and that can act as your secondary button instead of having to press all the way down on the entire analog stick. That's just speculation on my part, but I do like what I see here. However, if you look closely at this design of this new Nintendo Switch console, you can also see other things on there as well, like those 2 slots on both sides there on the bottom that could be for the speakers of the system, and possibly the cartridge slot or SD card slot there in the bottom. But of course we can't really see what the top looks like in this picture because we only have one angle of it, but this does look very convincing, and this would be what I would expect a Switch handheld focused console to look like. This looks like it could be for anybody, just basically a Nintendo Switch that is a portable first without the Joy-Cons, what this looks like to me. And of course, Nintendo themselves has never talked about this console yet, or the enhanced, more powerful model that people have been calling the Pro. So like I've been saying, it remains to be seen what Nintendo themselves will consider these Switch devices. Will Nintendo consider it a Switch Mini? Or will Nintendo consider it a Switch Pro? Or will Nintendo consider this a Switch portable, and will Nintendo consider the enhanced version of the Switch the next gen Switch, or just the same concept as the original Switch but more powerful, playing all the same games, what have you? We'll have to wait and see about that, but this is very interesting. So I said earlier in the video that we might have some possible proof, I say possible, that this could be actually real, a real listing. They actually do know at least maybe the shape of the Switch Lite version of this console from that website. So when customer service contacts people from that website, they say that they are from China. Now, the rumor from the Wall Street Journal has brought out that Nintendo has moved their Switch line production, like I said before, all three versions that they're making, the original, the Switch Lite, the enhanced version, they're all being moved out of China, or at least some of them are being moved out of China into Southeast Asia. And again, going back to this website, hansancn.com, if you look up their website on the Whois record online, that will tell you exactly where this website is located at, basically where they can actually sell these products from. And this is very interesting. Like I said, this may actually be possible proof that this could be legit and real when you see this. So if you look at the Whois record, it says that the domain name for hansancn.com is registered in the country of Malaysia, and their admin country is also Malaysia. In fact, their city, their province, their street, everything is in Malaysia that they're registered at. Everything that's operating from this website is located out of Malaysia. And why is that so important? Well, Malaysia is a country that is in Southeast Asia, and that is exactly where the Wall Street Journal has said that the manufacturing of some of these Switch consoles, including the brand new ones that they're making, both of them have moved to Southeast Asia. So what may have happened here is that the owner of this retailer possibly paid money to get some first-hand information about the shape or design of this new Nintendo Switch Lite coming, so they could actually start selling these accessories early and get the jump on the competition, because this does in fact happen with retailers. They get information early, and in fact this happened with the Nintendo Switch. Some retailers were selling accessories for the USB cable, for example, for the charging cable for the Nintendo Switch before the Switch was even available to pre-order. And it looks like it's possible that this information is getting out there to certain retailers, and owners of these retailers basically are wanting to pay some upfront money to get information on at least the design or mock-up design of this new Nintendo Switch console, and then start trying to sell the actual accessories for it, like the protective shell, for example. And quite possibly a real mock-up got through the cracks and they posted it on their website when they weren't supposed to, because they did post a bunch of fake mock-ups of the Switch Mini, which a lot of people guessed would be what it would look like. And probably they figured, hey, well, that's close enough, so we'll post those on the website. And during that time of posting that, they may have actually slipped in a real mock-up photo of what the actual Nintendo Switch Lite console looks like. That is speculation on my part, but seeing that this is coming from Southeast Asia, this website is located there, and Nintendo has moved their new Nintendo Switch consoles production there right now, there is actually a connection here that would make sense for this to be real. But again, I'm not saying it's real, it could be 100% fake, but there is a real life connection to this website and the location of where Nintendo is currently in production right now for these new Nintendo Switch consoles. Pretty crazy when you think about it, huh? I think we will be getting a reveal of these consoles very soon, possibly in July is my guess, maybe mid-July, right before Nintendo's investors meeting on July 30th. That would be a great time to get investors excited about Nintendo's future and their consoles that are coming. Alright guys, it's pretty crazy, but let me know what you think about it in the comment section. If you did enjoy this video, please hit the like button, subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you very soon in the next video. Have a great day.